Welcome to Coaching for Creatives with Kirsten. My name is Kirsti Call. I'm a therapist-trained life coach and a children's book author. Together, we'll get the drama out of our lives and onto the page. Let's get started. You are listening to Episode 16, Confidence. I just got home from New York City. Prospect Agency has a spring soiree where we meet other clients and the agents and editors. Our books and art is displayed for people to see, and we mingle with like-minded people. It's a beautiful event. The last soiree was 4 years ago. I remember feeling nervous, inexperienced, and a little starstruck by all the talent in the room. I had to force myself to talk to people, to introduce myself to authors, illustrators, agents, and editors. I'm a closet introvert, and that hasn't changed. I'm naturally disinclined to go to events where I will be expected to interact with lots of people. So I was surprised when everything felt easier this year. I wasn't nervous about meeting people. In fact, I was excited and curious. I went to the soiree curious about the people I was about to meet. What were they working on? What were they excited about? When I asked these questions of people, we often dug deeper into why we are kidlit creators, why it matters to us, how we hope our work will resonate with just one kid, and how that's enough. I connected with people at the soiree this year in a deeper way because I wasn't worried about myself or what people were thinking of me or if I was going to say something stupid. Believe me, I'm sure I did. But I was very truly myself. I was reminded again that agents and editors are just people. They're just like me and you, living their lives, working hard for their art. What was the big difference between these two soirees for me? I felt more sure of myself, more confident. So what is confidence? Confidence is a feeling. It's a feeling that leads you to action. Confidence is knowing yourself. Really knowing yourself and embracing all the parts of yourself. We think we get confidence from the number of books we have out or the number of positive reviews or from our experience. But confidence doesn't come from any of those things. In fact, we can have confidence before we have books or reviews, positive or otherwise. Confidence comes from our thoughts about our success. That's it. So let's try an experiment right now. I want you to think about your wildest dreams coming true. Maybe you're a New York Times bestselling author. Maybe you've won the Caldecott Medal. Maybe you've got dozens of books published and more on the way. Maybe you're Jane Yolen. She's done all of this and more, right? So imagine yourself in this scenario where all of your dreams have come true. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? And what are you doing? Perhaps press pause and write down how you feel right now in this moment with all your dreams a reality. Write down your thoughts. You can probably predict what I'm going to say. You can think all of these things right now in this moment. The circumstances are irrelevant. If you think and feel like a successful person, you will not only exude confidence, but that confidence will lead you to success. What else defines self-confidence? It's a feeling that anything can happen and you'll be okay. You're kind of unruffled, right? What's the worst that can happen in any situation? Well, really, the worst that can happen is a feeling, right? So if you're willing to feel any feeling, confidence is a given. If I'm willing to feel embarrassed or silly or stupid, strangely, that very willingness to feel those feelings means I won't feel them at all. I'll be too confident to feel that way. There's a difference between self-confidence and pride, right? People who are self-confident don't have to tell everyone how wonderful they are. They just live their lives being wonderful. People who are self-confident are humble enough to be willing to be wrong and to recognize that they're not right about everything. Self-confidence helps us know we are worthy no matter how many mistakes we make. So let's rewind a little bit. Most of us live in the world of self-doubt. It's just normal. That's what human beings do, right? Our primitive brains like to keep us safe and in that familiar place of self-doubt. And so these primitive brains or toddler brains tell us danger is lurking just around the corner, always. Many times we approach our lives in fear and self-doubt. So what kinds of thoughts come when we're in self-doubt? We might think, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed, and more. right? And then these thoughts only lead to more feelings of failure and more self-doubt. Would you ever speak to someone you love in the way that you speak to yourself in self-doubt? Would you ever tell someone they were a failure? I would venture to say that you wouldn't even say these things to a stranger, let alone someone you really love. It's really interesting to think about how we are willing to speak to ourselves in such unkind ways. This is all very interesting, right? But how do we train our brains so we think confident thoughts and feel confident feelings? Number 1, remind yourself of what you're good at. And this is really hard for some people. You may have to write down all the things you're good at, and I would like you to do that. Take a moment. Maybe start from kindergarten if you want to. Write down your talents, your successes, all of the things. And then you will have a piece of paper to refer to when you're feeling self-doubt. Number 2, use your experience of confidence. Everyone is confident in something, and you may think you have no confidence, but I guarantee you have confidence when it comes to your ability to eat, for instance. You know you can chew and swallow and eat your meals. Otherwise, you would be dead, right? So I'd like you to transfer that confidence to other things. For example, you would never say to yourself, I can't eat. Even if you spill your food, you're still confident you can eat without spilling, right? You think things like, I know exactly how to eat. I can eat all kinds of food. Even if I spill, the next time I eat, I probably won't. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in my eating journey. What if you transferred this confidence to writing or art? What if you said to yourself, I know exactly how to finish this creative project. There are many ways to get this right. Revision was made for me to revision my projects. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be on my writing journey. Okay, number 3, notice your thoughts. I know I keep saying this on every podcast probably. Notice when you're thinking self-doubting thoughts. Be curious and then just stop yourself. Delete that thought. Go back to your list of the many things you do well. Remember what it feels like to succeed. You have eaten well today, at least once, I'm sure of it. Take that confidence and apply it to your creative endeavors. Retrain your brain to think confident thoughts. Number 4, embrace all of yourself. Embrace the good, the messy, the imperfections, the brilliance of who you are. Don't hide your quirkiness. Celebrate your differences. Allow others to judge and be wrong about you because people are going to misunderstand you. What they think about you is actually irrelevant. It's okay for others to be wrong about you. You know who you are. What matters is what you think. Brooke Castillo talks about loving every picture taken of herself, even if her eyes are closed, even if she has a double chin. She talks about embracing the moment of that photo and everyone in it with love and confidence. Number 5, confidence is knowing everyone is amazing. It's not feeling better than. It's acknowledging the magnificence of every person you come into contact with and celebrating it. So, as you create more confidence in your life, be dauntless in your love for yourself and others. I have full confidence in you. Until next time, keep smiling. If you like what you've heard, check out my Get Yourself Unstuck program. Go to KirstiCall.com. That's KirstineCall.com and schedule a free consultation today. Coaching for Creatives is produced by Kirsti Call. Music and audio engineering by James Call.